So I'm going to be taking through a couple of things you should be doing on Host, which is probably, it's really cool, not the most important, but definitely one of the most crucial roles in the store. When you're on Host, guys, you're the first person people see when they come in, and you're probably going to be the last person they see on the way out. So you have the total power to change someone's opinion of the whole restaurant. So when people walk in, first one at the door, you should be saying, you just be happy, kind of making sure that you're giving them their first best impression of who we are as Nando's, because I would say we're pretty cool. So guys, really important thing to remember is what people are doing with their takeaways kind of thing. So if you're standing at the door, you're in the perfect kind of situation to make sure that everyone's doing all right, because the best customer is always an informed customer, so you want to make sure that they know what's going on, because if they don't, then they're sitting there, could be oblivious to the fact of what's going on. It makes them a bit more agitated and uneasy. So I like to kind of just go over, you can say to them just like, how long you've been waiting for. You've been waiting for quite a while. Well, I've noticed you've been waiting for quite a while. Let me go check on that for you. Just take a takeaway number, make sure it's getting bagged up, or make sure it's getting made. Just check where it is, because obviously you can come back and say to them, it's going to be 5 minutes, but at least they know it. So that's really important, guys. As well as that, when you're a host, you have a lot of power to make decisions like making people more comfortable. So if someone's been sitting there for ages, you can go up and say, hey man, hey lady, how you doing? Can I have any chance to get you like a drink to make you a bit more comfortable? If you can notice that they're agitated or getting a bit upset, just let your manager know and you can sort them out with something extra to make them a bit more at ease. So what makes Host different from a lot of places in the store, guys, when you're working, is that you cannot do it by yourself. You need everyone to kind of be alongside you and stuff like that. So it's really important that you know what everyone's doing. You're not above anyone at all in the store, but you need to be delegating, making sure that everyone's helping you out. And if you're a good host and you're helping out as much as you can, everyone should be happy to do that anyway. So there's going to be a couple of things you have the ability to kind of delegate and get everyone to kind of help you out with in the store, and they're really important because they keep everything looking spick and span. One of them being, make sure there's not stuff, debris all over the floor kind of thing, because it looks really bad. People walk in and they see stuff, they have to step over things like chips and stuff lying on the floor, because restaurant pride is one of our main kind of criteria in the store. Just make sure that you're proud of where you work and stuff like that. It's really important. So if you want to get people to kind of do some spot sweeping, that would be awesome, because then obviously the floor's going to look banging and everyone's happy. Another thing is, if you see tables are getting open, you can get someone to come and help you. You don't have to tackle every table by yourself. You can say to someone, you come over, you spray, I'll clear, or you clear, I'll spray. I find personally it works a lot better on Host if they're clearing and you're spraying and grabbing sauces away, just because it means that you can hit straight back, make sure that everyone's all right at the host desk. There's a lot of things in the store we can do to cut down time that people are kind of spending. Obviously, we're kind of a fast track restaurant. We want people kind of getting down, getting their food, and then getting those tables cleared, getting new people in as fast as possible. Just kind of makes it a lot easier for us to manage. A couple things we can't really speed up to a certain extent. We can get the grills going as fast as we can, but we don't want to put that much pressure on those guys. So what's really important is making sure that people are deciding what they want, helping them decide what they want. So one way that I do that is if there's a wait at the door, let's say it's going to be about 10 minutes. If you're giving people menus and saying, hey guys, it's going to be about 10 minutes, wait on the table, can I give you some menus to look through in the meantime? They're going to have a look through their menu. By the time they sat down, they're straight up to the tills, which is cutting a good 2 minutes of probably every person, which means that at the end of the night, you're saving yourself about 40 minutes hassle with people waiting at the door, which is really important. We want to get people going through that system as fast as we can. So from now on, guys, if anyone's waiting at the door, just make sure you're giving them a little menu. Maybe give them a chat about what you like in the menu if they've never been before, making sure that they're on top of it. So as you guys know, family is one of our main values in Nando's, really important to us. So we want to make sure that families are having the best time they possibly can. Because, you know, I mean, after students as well, they bring in a lot of money for our store, and kids snagging power brings a lot of people back. One of the things we need to make sure is happening is that kids are having the best time, which means crayons, coloring in, balloons, you know, anything we can kind of do to make kids have an amazing time. Because, I mean, if you were that age, you would want to come back if you had the best time of your life at a restaurant. So what I like to do is when I come in, make sure you've got all your colours of your crayon sorted, because there's nothing worse than getting through half the drawing and you've got no red and you've got no yellow. It's not okay. Terrible. Other than that, guys, have a chat to the kids. I know it's a bit crazy and it feels a bit wild because they're like a lot younger than you, but kids love when you get down to the levels. Maybe just go out, you know, help them choose their drawing. You know, go through it. Be like, this is awesome. You're gonna enjoy this one, or like, you know, which one do you like? I'll leave this with you for a little bit. You can decide what you want to do. Just give them the best experience you possibly can. Get them coming back next time. As I said, guys, we have the kind of power to make each experience kind of individual. One of the ways we can do this is by just making sure we're on top of kids, you know, with balloons and stuff like that. So when you make sure every kid's got a balloon, because there's nothing better than free advertising. So we've got our name on the street, and the kids having a great time as well. It looks really good. So make sure you're kind of on top of that. Other than that, guys, you know, if you walk past the table and a kid's done a drawing and it's an absolutely amazing drawing, if you're going over and saying to them like, oh, that's absolutely incredible, and then you head over to a manager and possibly see about giving them a small prize, something like that, and just say to them like, oh, that's amazing, could we put that on our back wall? Something like that, just make them feel like they've done an awesome job, because I guarantee if you know, making the kids feel great, the parents are going to feel great as well. So that's us for hosting skills, guys, and that is one of the Matt's top tips.